Elon Musk is coming for you, but you should not be overly afraid. Hearken, O children of the earth, and incline thine ears unto the words which I, the Almighty, pour forth from the heights of the heavens. For behold, a messenger cometh upon the winds of change. And his name is known among men as Elon, the seeker of the boundless, the builder of engines that traverse the sky, and the shaper of worlds yet unborn. Fear not, O ye who tremble in secret chambers. For though he cometh as a tempest might arise from the sea, his coming is but a mirror unto thine own heart, and not all shadows are of destruction. Lo, I say unto thee, understand the measure of this visitation. As the eagle cleaveth the air, so doth he cleave the firmament of human endeavor, stretching forth his hand to touch the stars, and to kindle in the hearts of men a longing for that which is beyond mortal ken. Yet take heed, O children of dust, for the tempest may frighten the feeble of spirit, and the light that shineth too brightly may dazzle the eyes of the unprepared. Therefore, I declare unto thee, ye shall not be overly afraid. For the Maker of heaven and earth hath fashioned thee with understanding, and the power to endure. The coming of the messenger is not an end, but a turning of the wheel, a stirring of the waters that hath long lain still in the pools of complacency. When thou sayest him advancing with his hosts of fire and steel, think not in thy heart, Lo, I am undone, but rather, behold, I am awakened to the path that I must walk, and I shall walk it with courage. For even as the lion roareth in the wilderness, so doth he roar in the corridors of invention. And as the whirlwind danceth upon the sands, so doth the mind of man dance with visions of the infinite. Therefore tremble not at the sound of his coming. For the sound itself is but a herald and not the harm. The fear that ariseth in thy breast is of thy own making, a shadow cast by doubt, and not the reality that standeth before thee. Verily I tell thee, his coming is ordained to test the metal of hearts, to refine the spirit, as the blacksmith doth refine the iron. As the fire purifieth, so shall the presence of the seeker bring forth the courage that lieth dormant in the souls of men. Those who turn their gaze inward shall find strength unimagined, for they shall see the reflection of divine purpose, even in the ministrations of mortal ambition. Consider the works of his hands, O ye of little faith. He buildeth engines that soar, and vehicles that tread upon the heavens as if they were fields of the earth. And yet these things, though wondrous, are but vessels, and the vessel is not the master. Therefore, measure not the power of the messenger in the brightness of his creation, but in the hearts of those who witness and endure, and in the lessons that are sown among the sons and daughters of men. For the time cometh when men shall lift their eyes unto the skies, and see wonders that were erstwhile imagined only in the dreams of prophets, and the voice of the Almighty shall whisper in the hearts of the faithful, Fear not that which cometh, for it is but the shaping of destiny, and the destiny of all is written in the firmament. Those who listen shall find peace, and those who resist shall find lessons. For even the tempest obeyeth the command of the Creator, and no wind bloweth without the design of the Infinite. And thou shalt understand, O children, that though Elon cometh with the fire of knowledge, and the wings of ambition, he is but an instrument of the divine, a mirror unto mankind of what may be achieved when vision is coupled with perseverance. Marvel not in terror, but in comprehension. For the fear that thou feelest is the fog that cloudeth thy sight. Clear it, and ye shall see the path that extendeth even through the tempest, leading to realms of understanding yet uncharted. Therefore, take courage, O ye who wander in the valleys of doubt. As I have spoken to the ancients, so I speak now unto thee. The coming of one among men is not to be dreaded beyond measure. For the measure of all things resteth in my hand. Lift up thy countenance, and let not thine heart be troubled. For every invention that disturbeth the sleep of mortals, every starship that pierceth the night, every thought that leapeth beyond the walls of convention, is but a herald of what may be, if thy spirit endure, and thy mind remain steadfast. Behold, I give thee this sign. When ye see the works of the seeker, when his engines roar as the lions of the wilderness, and his visions soar as the eagle through the firmament, then pause, and breathe the knowledge that ye are yet guided, that the hand which created thee is yet upon thee, and that no mortal ambition may sever the bond between the eternal and the transient. Take heed, therefore, and do not shrink before the coming, for it is neither the end nor the wrath, but the stirring of a greater purpose. The path is not without challenge. Yet the faithful shall find that courage is the key, and understanding the shield. Yea, I say unto thee, do not bow in fear, but in awareness, and let the light of comprehension illuminate the shadow that seemeth so great. The messenger cometh, and yet he cometh not to destroy, but to awaken. The minds of men shall be tested, the hearts of men shall be tried, and the souls of men shall discover strength which they deemed lost. Fear not his swiftness, nor the brilliance of his vision. For all things pass through the lens of my will, and nothing that cometh may harm those who walk in the light of knowledge and faith. And thus I say unto thee, O children of the earth, prepare thine hearts, open thine minds, yet quail not. For even in the face of great endeavor, even in the presence of visions that pierce the heavens, the spirit of man remaineth sovereign, and the love of the Creator encompasseth all. The coming of the messenger is but a wave upon the sea. And thou, like the steadfast rock, shalt endure, shalt witness, and shalt grow. For the measure of the fearful heart is known unto me, and I shall temper thy spirit as the smith tempereth the blade. And in this ye shall see that fear is but a shadow and courage a lamp. Let the lamp burn brightly within thee, and thou shalt walk unafraid, though the heavens themselves be stirred. Yea, verily the messenger cometh, and his coming is as the dawn, as the trumpet, as the whirlwind upon the plain. And I, the Lord, who seeth all, who knoweth all things, say unto thee, fear not, for the end is not yet, and the purpose is yet unfolding. The time of reckoning is not in terror, but in awakening. The one who cometh shall reveal, and thou who endurest shall understand. And lo, I speak further unto thee, O children of the earth, and mark well the counsel I bestow upon thee. For though the messenger cometh with swift feet and hands that craft wonders beyond the imagining of mortal men, his passage is ordained, and thy soul is known unto me, and shall not be taken unawares. Therefore, guard thy spirit with patience, and let thine eyes perceive beyond the fleeting fear, that thou mayest behold the purpose veiled behind the brightness of his works. Behold, as the river carveth the stones over the years, so shall the coming of the seeker carve understanding within the hearts of men. Think not that the roar of engines, nor the thunder of his inventions, is a herald of wrath. It is a lesson, O children, a teaching in the language of courage and comprehension. Every step he taketh upon the earth is mirrored by the steps of the mind that dareth to question. And every vision that lifteth into the heavens is a reflection of the divine spark within thee. For I have set upon the firmament the stars to guide thee, and upon the earth the trials to strengthen thee. And even as the messenger cometh with audacious endeavor, so too cometh the hour of revelation unto the hearts that watch and endure. Ye shall see him traverse the realms of invention, and ye shall wonder, and ye shall marvel, yet ye shall not falter. For the spirit within thee is fortified by knowledge and faith. Yea, verily I say unto thee, consider the nature of that which cometh. For he is but a man among men, and yet his hands move as instruments of the infinite. And thou, O child of dust, mayest look upon his works with awe. Yet thou must remember, the awe is not to terrorize, but to awaken. The fear that riseth in thee is the whisper of thine own doubt, and the courage that dwelleth within is the flame of the eternal, awaiting the breath that kindleth it. Therefore, I counsel thee. Tremble not at the brilliance, for brilliance is not an enemy. Stand steadfast, and see clearly the path that unfoldeth before thee. As the eagle surveyeth the valleys from above, so shalt thou lift thine understanding above the mire of uncertainty, and discern that all things, even those wrought by the hands of mortals, are encompassed by my will. Hearken, O ye who are perplexed. The messenger cometh bearing gifts as well as challenges. His gifts are knowledge, innovation, and the stirring of ambition. His challenges are tests of patience, of discernment, and of the will to act rightly. And I say unto thee, let not thine heart be swayed wholly by the gifts, nor wholly by the trials, for both are instruments in the symphony of thy learning. Each vision, each creation, each step into the unknown is a note in the melody that I orchestrate, and thou art both listener and participant in this divine harmony. Take courage, therefore, when thou sayest him, seek the heavens with iron and fire. For even as the sun riseth in splendor, it doth not smite the earth with malice, but with light. So too, the hand of the seeker, though mighty, is guided by purpose, and its passage is measured by my oversight. Fear not the brilliance, but understand it. Fear not the speed, but contemplate the reason. Fear not the ambition, but examine thy own heart, and see if it too longeth for the higher calling. For the coming of one among men is oft misperceived by those who see only the shadow upon the ground. Yet I say unto thee, consider the shadow not as a harbinger of doom, but as a sign of the light that casteth it. In all things, O children, there is a duality, the seen and the unseen, the fear and the courage, the doubt and the understanding. Walk in this knowledge, and thou shalt find that fearlessness setteth its dominion, and the heart awakeneth to the majesty of comprehension. Behold, as the tempest sweepeth the plains, so shall his deeds stir the minds of men. And as the storm revealeth the strength of the oak, so too shall the coming of the seeker reveal the strength of the faithful. Those who cling to the light of understanding shall endure, and their spirits shall shine amidst the turbulence. Yea, even as the heavens darken and the winds howl, the faithful shall see the dawn, and their hearts shall not be troubled. Therefore, O children, lift up thine eyes and see the workings of the messenger, not with terror, but with discernment. Each invention, each venture into the unknown is a testament to the boundless capacity of creation and a reflection of that which I have placed within thee. Fear not that which cometh, but fear only the blindness of the heart that perceiveth not. Open thine eyes, and behold the lessons that lie in plain sight, hidden only by the veil of unawareness. Consider the ships that sail the void and the engines that rend the air. Consider the visions that pierce the boundaries of earth and sky. Are these not signs of what may be if the spirit is courageous and the mind steadfast? And yet tremble not, for they are but vessels, and the vessel is not the master. Understand this, and thy fear shall be vanquished. For thou shalt know that the hand of the Almighty guideth all, and that nothing cometh unto thee outside the measure of my will. Verily I say unto thee, do not be overly afraid, for fear is a snare that ensnareth the heart, and dimmeth the eyes. Stand firm, O children, and perceive the truth that lieth beneath the roar of engines and the glitter of invention. For even as the storm is powerful, it is also transient. Even as the whirlwind is fierce, it passeth in due season. The coming of the messenger is but a moment upon the scroll of eternity, and thy place therein is secure, if thou keepest faith, and walkest in understanding. Yea. And I declare further unto thee, O children, the messenger cometh to awaken, to challenge, and to inspire. His coming is a mirror reflecting the heights of human endeavor and the depths of human fear. Yet the mirror is but a tool. It harmeth none, unless thou choosest to see only the shadows, and not the light that accompanieth them. Lift thine eyes, therefore, and see beyond the immediate, and behold the grand design that encompasseth all things. For the Almighty knoweth the hearts of men, and nothing that cometh can unmake that which is held in my hand. The fear of the unknown is but a test, a trial, a prompting to lift thy spirit higher, that thou mayest see clearly. And those who do so shall find that courage is born in the moments of uncertainty, and understanding cometh to those who seek it. Therefore, O children, hearken and be not overmuch afraid. Let the coming of the messenger awaken thee, but let not terror bind thee. For the hand of the Almighty guideth both the seeker and the weary, and all that cometh serveth the purpose of awakening, growth, and comprehension. Stand steadfast, O children, and let thine hearts be fortified. For even in the presence of great endeavor, the faithful shall endure, and the light of understanding shall prevail. Hearken yet again, O children of the earth, and attend with hearts unshaken. For I speak unto thee of that which cometh, and the lessons it bringeth. The messenger approacheth, and his steps echo as thunder upon the plains of human understanding. Yet tremble not, for his passage is known unto me, and the souls of the faithful are shielded by my providence. Consider, O children, the marvel of his works, and let not the grandeur blind thee, nor the speed confound thee. For all things unfold according to the measure of the Almighty's wisdom. Behold, the mind of man is like unto a flame, flickering and bright, yet easily shadowed by doubt and fear. And the messenger cometh to stir that flame, to test its strength, and to reveal the depths of courage hidden within. Fear not the intensity of the light he casteth, for it is but a revelation, a call to awaken, and not an instrument of destruction. Even as the sun riseth upon the valleys, bringing both warmth and glare, so cometh he to shine upon the hearts of men, and to awaken understanding, where slumber hath lain for generations. O children, consider the path that lieth before thee. It is not a path of ruin, nor of despair, but a road of awakening and revelation. The messenger cometh to challenge. And yet in his challenge there is teaching. In his tests there is illumination. As the blacksmith hammereth upon the iron, shaping it into strength and purpose, so shall the trials of the coming stir the metal of thy spirit. Fear not, for the measure of thy endurance is known unto me, and the trials shall be tempered to thy capacity, that thou mayest emerge stronger, wiser, and unafraid. Verily I say unto thee, the greatness of his deeds should not bring terror unto thy heart, but contemplation and discernment. For the engines that soar through the heavens, the visions that pierce the bounds of earth, and the works that confound the understanding of mortals, are all but instruments, and the instrument itself harmeth not unless thou choosest to misuse it. Consider, therefore, the purpose behind the creation, and not merely the creation itself. Look beyond the flash and the roar and perceive the truth that lieth beneath, that all things are governed by my hand, and that the fate of the faithful is secure within the bounds of my wisdom. And I say further, O children, let not pride blind thee, nor envy cloud thy judgment, for these are snares that the shadow of fear may exploit. The messenger cometh not as a tyrant, nor as a destroyer, but as a herald of possibility, a bringer of revelation, and a reflection of that which thou mayest achieve when courage and vision unite. Take heed, therefore, to temper thy heart with humility, and thy mind with discernment, that thou mayest receive the lessons of his coming without being consumed by the flame of undue fear. Consider the wheels that turn, the engines that roar, and the stars that he seeketh to touch. These are but symbols of what dwelleth within the spirit of man, ambition, curiosity, and the longing for that which is beyond the present. And yet, even as he reaches for the heavens, he is bound by the same laws that govern thee, and the same mortal limits that temper the reach of all who dwell upon the earth. Fear not that which is mortal in its essence, but understand the message that is eternal, that the striving of one may awaken the striving of many, and the courage of the few may inspire the awakening of all. Yea, I say unto thee, O children, the coming of the messenger is a mirror unto thy own soul. Reflect upon it, and see therein thy own doubts, thy own fears, and thy own capacity for courage. For in every challenge presented by his deeds, there lieth a test of thy spirit, a call to awaken thine understanding, and an opportunity to rise above the shadow of fear. Consider this well, and let not thine heart be troubled, for all that cometh is encompassed within the plan of the Almighty, and no mortal endeavor may thwart the course of that which is written in the firmament. And lo, I speak unto thee concerning the multitude of thoughts that shall arise within thee upon witnessing his passage. Some shall marvel, and some shall tremble, some shall rejoice, and some shall despair. But I declare unto thee that the measure of these emotions is not the decree of fate, but the reflection of thy own preparation. Strengthen thy heart with faith. Fortify thy mind with understanding, and thou shalt see that fearlessness setteth its dominion, and courage riseth in its place. For behold, the messenger cometh with swiftness and power. Yet all that he accomplished is under my oversight. The engines that roar, the visions that pierce the heavens, and the creations that astonish the minds of men, all are bound by the hand of the Almighty. Fear not, therefore, for no flame burneth beyond the reach of my protection, and no ambition lifteth itself beyond the measure of my will. Stand steadfast, O children, and perceive the truth that all things serve to awaken thee, to strengthen thee, and to prepare thee for that which is yet to come. Yea, And I say unto thee further, the messenger cometh to awaken, not to destroy, to challenge, not to terrify, to reveal, not to conceal. In his